And this morning, Dr. Jane Goodall's passing at age 91 in October of 2025 leaves an extraordinary legacy and asking a lot of questions about the next generation and what conservation is going to look like. We're joined right now by Azzedine Downes, President and CEO of the International Fund for Animal Welfare and a member of Jane's Council for Hope. Thank you for joining us, Azzedine.
Thank you very much for having me.
You were a friend, knew her personally. The message today, what does the world need right now in terms of the hope that we should hold on to?
We start with hope, and that hope is not just a feeling, it's a strategy for change. And with the passing of someone as incredible as Jane, the question on my mind is whether people will listen to that message with such intensity as when she delivered it. So Jane asked me and the Council for Hope to turn that hope into action.
And so what is this action with Path of Hope?
People can feel overwhelmed because they want to take action on every problem at once. Actions must be translated into small steps. So being hopeful and spreading the message of positivity is a step in the right direction. It's something everyone can do. So don't give up and believe that change is possible.
Yeah, I mean, today's world and a lot of the things that we're exposed to with the help of the smartphone and social media, a lot of things are facing us in the way of those kinds of challenges, and not to be so downtrodden. When it starts, start small, daily practices at home. What does that look like? How do you start?
So, focusing on animals. Animals love unconditionally, and that's why humans have the relationship that they have with their pets. In fact, you may be surprised that Jane's favorite animal was her dog and not a chimpanzee. And there's an innocence about wildlife. They have a place in nature just as humans do. So that connectivity we share with animals across the globe on so many levels must not be underestimated.
I was just caught up with all the images, love the elephants, and yeah, I mean, we do associate the chimpanzee with Dr. Goodall. And then as far as something that is happening on the ground right now that shows us hope is not abstract, creating real change, how does that relationship with animals and starting there, how does that change things?
So we have to connect people to the wildlife, and historically, people have been removed from the conservation equation, and it's still a challenge to convince policymakers and scientists that conservation is really about human behavior. So here at IFA, our mission is animals and people thriving together in the place that we call home. So, for example, in Kenya, we support women's cooperatives, small business, education, so that the people who live alongside wildlife actually see the economic benefits in protecting those animals. So it begins with respect and resources for those communities to live safely.
It looks like massive efforts. What can one do today to take that small first step?
The one thing you can do is to believe in the message of hope. And once you feel positive about the future, there are many small things that you can do. Go into nature, experience it. Nature has healing powers. Listening to the wind, gazing upon and listening to running water, listening to the leaves rustling in the trees. These are all healing things. Right now, the world is chaotic and we need calm. And our planet can indeed protect us if we let it. And the world in which we live is not a patient place, but nature is indeed very patient.
I love the message. I love nature, the animals, everything you've said, I can get on board with. Azzedine Downes, thank you so much for joining us this morning and sharing your message of hope.
Thank you so much. And for more, just go to our website, ifa.org. And thank you so much for having me.
ifa.org. Thank you, Azzedine. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.